So just a little bit of mid-aggression. Love it from Team Secret. Getting a very different look here to start.
A big change. Now, unfortunately, not winning that first duel amongst the Killjoys, so Laz is going to pick that off. And that's on the B side. That's the big question to be had. Will Team Secret find the timing? As Jeremy will pick one off, gets traded. He's ready for the second. Hitter on, just waiting for his teammates. There's three pinching on two. Borkum stays alive. Snake bites and try to draw him out. That's one. He just has to buy time. That's all he needs to do as the spike does go down. And Jesse Vash, long range kill onto Dep, and a nice headshot to follow up. Euron, the rookie for Zeta Division, trying to stay alive. They would love to kick things off on the right foot, but Borkum is not giving him the time of day. I mean, this is just a fight for time.
Toxins going up.
Just keeping up the screen, trying to shift in, trying to find these 1v1s. He was ready for it, but not going to find the kill in time. Envy will clean it up for Secret.
Out early. Be clear, trying to set up this push for Laz. Spotted.
Yeah, that's slow orb as well. I mean, that's one of the things the Sage can do very well, is really deny that ult orb from one side or the other. Jeremy's just going to dash on through, keep the pressure going. Team Secret has no intention to slow down. They are just forcing Zeta out of this site. Borkum in the lead with a Spectre. The slow orb from his own teammate kept him at bay for a little bit, but NG picks up one, and Borkum has to reload, barely stays alive, but enough time for his spray down assist from Jeremy. Dep cleaning up that kill, and eventually it will be a round win. A little messy, but still keeping. Has arrived. Looks like they have to give up the plant for the time being with the wall being put up. Not going to get the lineups all the way through. Again, you got to remember that happens when the Sage is on that other side. Now it's all about the retake. Can they flood onto the site? Looks like it's just going to be a push right onto Yellow. He lands on top. Dep, he gets the pings for him. Can he find the kills instantly? But no, it's Borkum right around the one-way. Huron does get the trade as Zeta continues to push through, but they don't want to lose weapons, let alone they try to need to secure the round. And Borkum continues to stay alive. Cove now broken. And Impy with a nice headshot onto Huron. It's just Laz. He's always been a hero for Zeta Division, but not in this round as Team Secret will...
See if Team Secret can get the plant down.
Yeah, they will get some tags as well. Has some decent information, but not exactly citing everyone. Borkum will thin the numbers. Nice long-range fight with the Vandal, and Dep just hiding with the Classic. He's going to have to dash out. Can't continue with the fight without the weaponry to really back that up, and it's just going to be Team Secret that fires through. Dep constantly getting tagged. They don't want to give him that short-range angle, and Jeremy plays the timing well to his advantage. Should be clean finish to the round for Secret, but there is a Sheriff in Euron's hand. Not landing any shots just yet, though.
Yeah, tough position now for Euron. Dep couldn't snag that gun off the kill. He got dashed out and wasn't able to pick it up, so no extra firepower available for him as the round went on. And Euron, nope, Jesse Vash, not having any of it.
Yeah, quick relatively safe. Do keep in mind, Euron's still over on the B side as they hadn't quite heard the plant go through. A lot of damage put down, and it is going to be just an extra scratch onto NDG, down to 14 health, but the spike is down, pit is up. Zeta, you have to find the information to get through, but it's Jesse Vash who gets the first kills. Dep finds him right above the screen, but he needs to dive into the pit. He needs to dive into enemy territory, trying to make sure he catches anyone on the outside first. He will find Envy from above. Another reset for the Bladestorm, the hero for Zeta Division. How much can he do as it's only two members of Zeta? Now finding his three. He wants to go in on the close angle, tries to use the Chaos to his advantage, but no, NDG is smart to it, and that's a 5-0 lead.
Phenomenal reactions by NDG there. Really difficult with some of these util combos. Team Secret being really diligent with control of the space in front of the site. There's that ping.
Yeah, here comes the ult, and he's gonna have to use that tailwind to just barely get out. Does get hit by the first one, and it's going to be Laz right around the corner. Does not have the reposition in time. Envy will find him, and Borkum chases through. The tempo kept up at 11 for Team Secret as they have now cleared the entire site. Now just waiting to clear hell. He goes for the swing. Dep finds two. He cannot continue on to the third. But was it enough? That's the big question. NDG goes for the plant, and he will find Sugar Zero as the alarm bot goes off right at the end. As Secret continue to lead 6-0.
What reactions, Dep in check, knowing that he is a huge win condition for Zeta. Whoops, I'm not sure if he wanted to go up there, if that's an intentional fake for Jeremy. Still with those blades, wrapping around the corner. Dep just popping some shots through Cascade.
Oh, he
not
knows.
Really, yeah, going to affect Jeremy. Yeah, that's going to give away the Harbor's position.
Yeah, and he chases him through. That snowball taken over by Jeremy should be enough of a distraction for the plant to go down safely as the wall stays up as well, and that's a kill onto the snake bite. Huron couldn't find the exit in time, and Zeta, they're starting to fall apart, and it's only the first quarter of the map. Dep
will get 6, so they haven't been able to find any rounds to really bank a little extra cash to rely on. And yeah, Jesse's so
early.
tricky.
Oh, that's quick enough. Now he definitely wants the operator. Calls over his teammates to see if they can make some sort of pinch from mid as well. Not going to be too much time, but the recon bolt will give him that position, and that should be Depp in safety. The last swing around, and Depp will survive as well. But now they hear the Bulldog, they hear the extra gunfire, and they're just trying to clear it out. The shock darts doing their job of pushing Sugar Zero out of position. Oh, the jump just a little high, just a little wide, and that's all Depp needs. That will be the first kill, and on to the second, and this is exactly what Depp wanted. But the trade, Team Secret, they still have the option to continue pushing forward bit by bit.
Euron and Sugar Zero are holding their angles there, and Depp's going to get caught hold as the rest of ZETA still holding.
In the middle of the map, he does get through on the drone. Meanwhile, back on the site, Jeremy gets a nice peek. His barrel is shown, but Borkum, does he have the timing for the trade? And he will swing out. Unfortunately, Jeremy goes down for it. Now ZETA, I don't know if they spotted him on the drone, but they do have an inkling. The alarm bot gives him sight. He doesn't know if there's another, but now he hears him. Hears him on the jump. NDG makes the call that it's a 2v1. He sees the elbow, but Laz lines up the headshot.
Spike planted.
The clutch master for ZETA Division, the IGL, trying to put the first victory on the board, but this is a mind game that you cannot possibly be ready for. The lockdown, he surely assumes that he's backed out all the way, but
Borkum knew this was coming.
Yeah, he's just waiting in Snowman. I mean, he has all the space to hold the angle. He's waiting on the peak as well, and Laz has a suspicion, but Borkum shuts it down, and he shuts down the lockdown. That's
Team Secret now beginning to make their march forward a little bit.
Good spot from Euron. Yeah, that sets it up for Depp. He's on for another. Will push them back.
You will not
Cascade, but there's a Resurrect, and that's a weapon not recovered. So the only thing ZETA really gains from that is the ult and the wall being taken out from Team Secret's arsenal.
Depp still bouncing around, still looking to pick off another head of a Team Secret player. Jesse, though, going to identify a lot of players of ZETA.
That is a lot of info gathered. You still have some
shock darts to try to do something about this. Laz thinking about the nano, but deciding better of it. Now, another tough post plant for ZETA to try to break through.
I mean, you're down 0-8, you have ultimates, but there's the preemptive lockdown, and it's going to draw out the Hunter's Fury, because if it's not for that, you absolutely are already giving up on this round, and Jeremy just pushes out Mr. Chaos with a double kill, and Team Secret just wants to end this match. They want their break, and it will be Envy with a triple kill, leading them 9-0.
Yeah, just phenomenal stuff.
Pushed it up in relativity, and ZETA look like they are immobile. Now, perhaps a little bit of an overreach. SC Bash is trying to create another curveball. The Reckoning early, but it will not stop the plant. Envy holding in the Poison Cloud while he gets that heal. The Reckoning trying to get the positions. They find one. Depp will eventually recover onto that aim, but they peek out one by one into the operator. Will this finally be the round win? Borkum still trying his best to get the clutch. He already had one in this match, but now it's 4 other members, and he's been surrounded. He's aware of it. He picks off one. The defuse on the way. Not much time. And finally, a round win for ZETA Division.
Yeah, that's encouraging for ZETA, but is it too little too late? And yeah, they are better on their, or at least they were better on their attacker side versus GE, but who knows if that's going to matter.
The tailwind in from Jeremy. Once again, pace picked up. That's going to force step out, and Jeremy's waiting for a repick up high. Not sure how he catches that kill so quickly, but sends him flying back down to the ground. And with that Sage Wall, once again, another easy plan for Team Secret. I mean, this composition, it has its very strict strengths. As Zero finally gets the long-range kill with the Vandal. It's the Vandal for Heroron this time, getting that headshot. They know he's close, but he's not quite sure of that member in the Poison Cloud. The Shock Dart goes in, and it will find Jesse Vash. Thorough is Heroron, as he's clear to yellow, now wrapping around against the enemies. 2v2, NDG solo. He knows the location of Envy, but he doesn't have, he doesn't finish the kill, and it's just enough. Envy will...
Jesse's so smart with his utility, don't Jeremy.
I mean, Team Secret at this point, the entirety of the squad on stage is just, they've built...
Well, you're seeing...
I mean, surviving that alone.
Jeez, dude.
I mean, that's huge. Keeps them tied up. They have to worry about NDG on the flank. Spike's been planted. They will all run out and most of those footsteps. And he even catches the tail end. Euron goes down. Pit is up. NDG still a menace in mid. Eventually gets taken down by Depp, but Depp's the only one who has been putting up these kills for ZETA Division. 11-1 scoreline for Team Secret.
An absolute dismantling on their Euron and Laz have been quite good, but so far today, have rather quiet. What in the world?
Man, the combo coming in once again. We saw the assist from Borkum. I mean, these lineups, you see it on Breeze, Icebox.
It's just ridiculous. I mean, it's just so well read. Well, Laz is going to find Jeremy pushed out a little bit.
Do they let them in first and wait for the retake? Looks like Borkum might be ready for a cheeky kill. Tries to get some tags in, but NDG trying to provide backup. He's going to be late to it. He'll clean up one. He's ready for the wraparound. NDG with the jump right click. Doesn't have enough bullets to finish the kill. Sugar Zero barely getting out with his life. Spike goes down, long range for Jesse Vash, stabilizes in time, Cascade comes out, he's ready for it, the snap on to the head, and a third, that's 4 kills for the IGL. Jesse Vash gets the defuse.
Absolutely phenomenal stuff. You can the rest of the way out. Jeremy already up in the nest, or excuse me, pipes.
Yeah, Clue's a judge, and Depp just not ready for it. He won't be able to be that Spear Bulldog Stinger judge. I mean, it's just a hodgepodge, no philosophy to it. You're just hoping that you get the frags. You're just hoping that they walk in to your sightlines, and Secret knows they just have to wait. Jeremy picks off one, he's ready for another. The shock dart lands right on top of Uran's head as well. Uran trying to hide as long as possible. The heal's ready. I mean, Team Secret, they have no intention of giving this site over. Jeremy's pushing in, he goes for the aim labs, and that's the 3rd kill. Dashes out, he's on the chase, Laz is low, and that will be the ace for Jeremy as Team Secret cleans up. Looked like ZETA was as slow as they were last year.
No doubt. It didn't feel like the ZETA we've seen so far in 2024. So over to Ascent, a map where actually last year, believe it or not, a map that ZETA liked a lot last year and had some success on, that Team Secret beat them on both times they played on it. So this is going to be an uphill battle for sure for ZETA the rest of the way through today. And to make matters worse, like the desk was just mentioning, it is ZETA on the attacker side first, which is usually the harder side of this map.
Yes, yeah, especially in pro play. I mean, it's one of the maps that's been as consistent as possible in terms of which side is slightly favored at the pro level. But like you said, it is a comfort pick for both ZETA and Team Secret. Now, Talon did defeat them, crushed them in the very first match, but of course Secret bounced right back, so ZETA cannot underestimate their opponents as they get ready for a site execute. Recon going to go through the spam to keep him tied up on the site right up on top of Quad. Has to drop down due to the paranoia, and the flash is perfect, but it's going to be the trade from Envy. Site still taken over by ZETA.
Push here out of the main door. NDG going to swap to that Ghost, has to clear the turret as well. Drone making it hard for him. He's just going to drop down, but he's taken out. Jesse, though, responds.
Yeah, Uran quite low, and Sugar Zero takes the first contact. It's going to be just enough health for Uran to also pop out. And it will be set up. No, eventually switch back to the classic, actually, for Jeremy. Over by Tree. And they will just wait. Has a fair good inkling that Def, if he's tasked with having to go through on his own, this could be a rifle drop. ZETA has to be very cautious. I am a little concerned given their positioning because it looks like they do want to send him in on his own. He will get picked off, and now ZETA has to fight to keep control of that drop. Mid doors of Market. Uran tasked with holding that site. Trying to make sure there's no early backup. The Nano Swarm gives him an idea that there is one member at Market.
10 seconds left. Spike
Great shock dart. So much damage done.
Phenomenal.
Just swapping of a couple of those pistols, trying to get the best chance they can. Team Secret, they're just going to flood onto it. It is just forces in numbers, but they will get mowed down by the rifles. Bulldogs.
Seeing if they can find purchase on the A site.
Yeah, and because they see no one working off of that one-way, ZETA just wants to push up the tempo. They're doing the same thing Team Secret did to them, but Envy's ready for it. He eventually gets traded out. They haven't found Borkum. Takes him down, left at 30 HP. With the Ghost, everybody pinged down so low as Jeremy gets the spray down. He cannot stabilize for the third, but Jesse Vash is already on the ground. Yes,
there
it
it
was
is.
a bonus, so take out a couple weapons. Sure, maybe they could try to be happy about that, but given the round differential, I don't think ZETA's going to be satisfied with anything but a clean match win.
Oh my God.
It's going to be a fast push out, but it's not exactly a tower scorch, but Jeremy somehow gets to swing around with that extra flash coming in from Envy. The support is impeccable. Now stuck on an island. Team Secret has to choose to fight here. Jeremy is going to get surrounded. Dep trying to get the kill, but the paranoia is good. Jeremy's still alive for a second, and they just cannot clear him out just yet. Sure, they take out the backup, but now everybody out from B main. Jeremy's not the main threat. It's Jesse Vash from behind. Jeremy fighting for his life, and somehow this round is now a 1v1 in mid.
Some great trades back and forth. And
Huron does get the last. Start shaking up the default just a tad bit from Team Secret. Jeremy not backing away from it, but it is a Marshall. He won't find that clean kill. And while it delays him just a tad, if they want control of mid, they're going to have to push back out, and Jeremy gets just a little too aggressive. For a execute onto the B site. Still quite a bit of time left, so they can take it. I mean, sure, they don't have any information on A, but they still have that turret watching their back. The paranoia comes in. Jesse Vash just trying to hide away from the recon, and he does, and it's just enough to make sure that he can get Deb. A little bit uncharacteristic for the duelist as NDG gets a triple with the Sheriff. Once again, a 1v1. They come out of market, getting these multi-kills. Borkum with a paranoia, just trying to cut that noise. Does have the Vandal, he hears the weapon swap. Laz has an idea, but he doesn't have the plant just yet, wants to stick it. Borkum going to peek out at the last second, he knows he's stuck, but Laz will swing out and win
lockdown is Laz. This could play for an orb. Could play to try to get that to at least force out potentially that Hunter's Fury.
Well, they're just gonna really bump it up. ZETA, again, just sticking with that same mantra. The Huntress Fury tries to keep them tied up at market. He gets the first tag. They're barely surviving onto the sentry. Now on the site, but haven't quite cleared it just yet. Laz, meanwhile, keeping mid control, but that's not an option to exit the site just yet. A 1-for-1 trade. NDG staying alive, fragment a little bit off. And now we have backup from Jeremy. He's gonna rise up, but he gets gunned down by Huron from below. NDG cannot follow through on the spray. The tracking just not there. And now Envy all alone. If he can find Laz, there might be a shot. He's well aware of it. He hears the sound.
Spike planted.
Trying to take that advantage that they don't know his location. He finds Huron. Now prepared for the wraparound from Laz.
Yeah, I mean, Laz anticipating maybe he was in a different spot. They never identified where Envy was until he got that kill.
Oh, but Laz has the angle. He's waiting for it. He heard the door, and it's going to...
Achilleos is tilted.
Well, it's worked on Achilleos. Can it work on ZETA Division is a big question. It's going to be a setup for B main. Meanwhile, it's just default setup on A with the one-way. Now the op watching mid. We'll see if he finds any contact. This time Secret playing off of it. The paranoia, a little bit of a mismatch. Alarm bot. What I would like is they're just making noise, right? Trying to tell them that they might have rotated, that they might pressure mid to make sure that they back away from the entrance of the site. And Borkum somehow still staying alive, but he can't find the kill. The Hunter's Fury trying to find its target. Eventually it will, and that will be the site broken open. ZETA trying their best to just avoid all casualties. Huron will go down, but that is the spike planted. Oh, not yet. We'll stick it now.
Some damage to ZETA's economy, so if you can get an extra kill here, Dep's only on 6 HP, so one pellet connects with him, and he's not feeling so good. But okay, well, Dep's just too good, too fast.
Knives are stronger than guns. Everybody trusts in the Valorant philosophy. Dep scores like that, right? Keeping them competing for best ACS in a map where you...
So far here in Pacific.
Yeah, a lot of charm and aggression as well, something that obviously was always missing from ZETA Division. So now trying to back that up with the rookies, Huron and Huron. We'll see if they can continue the lead.
Coming down from ZETA. They flash right underneath it.
Nice cute flash. Drone's still not used just yet, but ZETA's very wary of it. They want to just draw out all the utility. The 0 point pings 3, and that's the paranoia drawn out. That's exactly what ZETA wanted. Now that utility's gone, they cannot use it to delay the push once again. And he has to from the shadows out as well. So much value lost. Backup has arrived, though. Envy now watching Trio alongside Jesse Vash. It's going to be the null command, trying to make sure that the entry is just a tad bit slower.
To hit, yeah, it's got to be fast.
Yeah, now that the null command has ended, this is the moment. If they don't get the initial frags, it's going to be rough, and Envy gets the first kill. It's going to be the hold from NDG on Tree as well, and that is Borkum cleaning house. Oh.
And you're able to keep the lockdown as well.
Exactly. Very important round. You have the lockdown. You now have the Odin in hand as well. You've basically got the full arsenal that you would want. Jeremy does have to give up mid position, but Alarm Bot's still there. It's pushed up a little bit, so Dep will have to shoot it out, giving away his position. Team Secret sending an aggressive drone, trying to regain control of mid in the first 30 seconds of this round.
Yeah, let's see if Laz is ready for this. He's tucked himself behind the corner. Turret is cleared. He doesn't push off of that. And with Jeremy with an op, and he's got him.
The timing! A little weird that a Phantom would solo push out of B main. And Laz has the read, the experience coming through, but the push not stopping for ZETA. Envy will cut off the backup with that fragment. They did hear the Jet go through, though. I don't know if he has, and now he does. He's watching for Evan, trying to plant himself over in hell. Jesse Vash will hold on trees, so keeping his teammate alive. KO hiding in the site. They haven't quite identified it. Dev finds him. He's low, but he finds one more kill. Another pop flash trying to land. The spike is now down. Laz tries to push him out, but he's already repositioned Laz with a nice flick around, but it's just not good enough. Sugar Zero, can you be the hero? Not this round.
Good patience, good
as well.
patience.
They hear it, a bit of a different angle here for Jesse Vash, just trying to catch them off guard, trying to catch the bulk of them if it was a rush. So Secret seems to have a read. I mean, 3-man stack on B as well. The Nano Swarms to make sure they can't get in. The Recon is on point and he's springing down. Yeah, you can't come through here. This is way too risky, Deb. You might be the child of God, but you eventually are mortal here in Valorant. That's going to be the shock dart, pushes them away. And that's the Hail Mary shut down Jeremy. Holding close, could be a risk. He's been spotted, but he gets one, gets two.
Down mid.
And that will dwindle the numbers. The Vandal's still in the hand of Depp.
This crossfire.
Envy's ready for it. He's able to stabilize, and that's just around cleaned up. 4-6, and what looked like potential another crunch here, or at least faking it out for it. It's going to be the Odin, and that is so many people bunched up, not finding a kill. Has to back out of the Nano Swarm. Thought he had a little bit room behind him, but now he's stuck. They know he's here. The smoke to try to survive, but Depp will just get the peak. An unfortunate death for Jesse Vash, but he did sprinkle a lot of damage onto Zeta Division Borkum. How much can he do? They're trying to find him, and Euron's ready for it. They heard
sitting on this lockdown. He's had it for quite some time. Euron just gonna pick Envy off, getting a little bit ahead of things.
Well, surely the retake not able to find success. I mean, on credits, take away a couple guns, and that might be a weak last round of the first half. Jeremy's gonna go for the drop, and he finds the flick onto one, clears the other with the shorty. That allows NDG to enter into the site. Spike already ticking down, so Jeremy preparing to exit, but damage still trying to be done by NDG, and they'll find two more as well. That's already 3 weapons dropped for a Zeta Division. And Euron, can he get out in time? Jeremy's trying to run away with the... Jeremy, his back exposed. Eventually, he almost got the swing around there at the end. He's going for that. Of course, half armor on Hero Run, but he's not the first line of entry. Lots of util. Trade right off the bat, and the pings are so good for 37 HP alone on the site, gets picked off. That's all down to Laz against 5 members. He finds the first, 4 more to go. The count is going. He's aware of the flank, but Jesse Vash wins it.
Here for Team Secret, once they started to kind of figure out
towards the end of last year. A pop flash into B main. They'll only find the turret. Eventually clears it. You heard that flash, you heard the ghost, you heard the footsteps, and now it's the entirety of Team Secret entering onto the A site. They stop to pop the Nano Swarms, waiting on tree, seeing if they can cut off the reinforcements. Main still smoked off. They have jumped up. It's just a matter of Zeta. Are you aware of it? At the time, Euron swings back around, but he cannot clean the main forces. And now, 2 members of Zeta hidden in hell. They've been surrounded. They're going for the drop, and it's going to be Sugar Zero with a double. He has to go for the reload. 1v1. You hear the reload on reverse. Borkum gets taken down much lower with the shock dart. Just trying to keep him stressed up. He's looking at the wrong angle. 22 HP versus 56. Just one right click is all it's going to take, and Borkum will spam him down through the crack. And Team Secret. But at the end of the day, it's going to be Borkum.
He has going. Now, drone to check here for Team Secret, but all of Zeta is here. Maybe they can get something done.
They're ready for it. Can they get a nice little peek out of the smoke, though? Trying to make sure they have an entryway, but the paranoia is going to keep them at bay. Now, there's still 2 members in the site. One waiting on market, trying for the reposition. Borkum gets one. Huron staying alive in the back of sight. That should buy enough time. The paranoia for support, but NDG will clear him out. The remaining members of Zeta, they haven't quite gotten into the site yet. They have been spotted. The spray down gets one. It's a trade for trade as Jeremy swings out, brings Dip down to 25, and that should... Okay, Jeremy!
Gonna be home. And now that Outlaw beginning to maneuver its way in towards market to keep track of it. Everybody fanned out here for Zeta. Depp playing pretty far back. That Odin is on Euron. Trying to see if he could maybe earlier on get the That rhymed and I didn't even mean it to.
Yeah, well, Depp
no.
not quite aware that Jeremy had already made it through them. No reaction from mid. And Depp just feeling the pressure that he might have to get first contact, and he does find it, but on the end that he wasn't expecting. And now still Alarm Bot available so they can hold the 2-2 split for Zeta Division, but that does make the site quite weak. Paranoia on a timing will hold them back. Keeps Euron alive, the fragment. Gives away his position just a bit, so he's going to have to reposition with a flash drive. Trying to swing a bit wider. Wants that first contact. Euron will swing out on a timing from B as well. That's already forced TS. Ooh. Oh, it's forced their hand, absolutely, as they try to rush in. They haven't quite cleared the KO. Eventually, he goes down. 3 versus 2. Last team down. NDG, he's been quick with it. Sugar Zero shows himself with low HP. Another 1v1 here for Euron. This time it's against Envy. A long bounce onto that recon. Spike will go down. Euron's trying to hold the spray. He knows the exact location. He's trying to bait out the peak, and Envy's just too quick with the swing. Gets the edge shot, and Team Secret will overtake Zeta 8-7.
Oh, well, this
right? Sure, their creds, you know, when you consider the half armors and everything and the loss streak, yeah, they can still buy up, but at a certain point, you have to wonder if you'd rather just have more powerful rounds come through. Just not
hoping for.
Well, we'll have to see it here, as it is just going to be a full site execute. A little bit of delay with the Paranoia, but they do dodge it perfectly, and Jeremy's going to get the first dash in. He does find the target onto Huron. That's the switch cleared. One way to make sure they can all funnel in, and that smoke just about to pop open as Team Secret will find sight of every member of Zeta Division. They get a couple trades, but it's just not enough with this weaponry. And NDG picks up yet another 9-7 lead, and Zeta.
Now they're just doing a little bit of exploring of B main. That ball will way over on the other side. Expect the Sova to be over here. Laz trying to punish that a little bit, but only gets a little bit of damage into Jeremy. Shock Dart to follow.
Yeah, they did hear that dash, and that's going to slow down the entry just a bit. They do still have the lockdown. They're going to activate the null command as well. Make sure there's just no chance that the lockdown gets taken out by any other utility. Now the operator has arrived, and the spray comes through from Iran, but it's going to be a shot back from Jesse Vash. But Depp lined up on the cross angle. He gets chased down, but Borkum can't finish the kill. Only 2 members left for Team Secret. Make that one, and Borkum gets the spray onto one. He dodges the pop flash, but Huron will swing out for 4.
Yeah, so the setup here initially for Team Secret, popping both ults, gives you some space, but it doesn't clear that alley corner. And they don't
get the alarm bot just not triggered. It will pull Huron back just a slight bit, especially with no one getting hit by the 0 point. Is that going to be enough for Team Secret? 4 rifles and a blade storm. Jeremy, he makes his way in. The op doesn't find the first kill. Jeremy into Paranoia, but he gets out just in time, and he's going to take out Huron. He's going for the pop flash. NDG now on the site alongside his teammate Borkum. No, Sugar Zero with a quick swing around. Spike being held, and Envy will answer back.
One enemy
just snapping shots on both sides. 2v1.
What is that bounce?
Well, I mean, it got the damage they needed. Laz wasn't quite ready for it, but he's been in this position before. Just waiting for the peek out, waiting for the impatience from Team Secret. You never know when a timing swing might happen. Tries to check for the jiggle. Holds close, but he's not going to get the kill onto Jesse Vash, who will bring Team Secret the round differential. We won't even get to that, but a different setup here for Zeta. The Killjoy coming over to A to help buy some time. The turret will get first contact. That will cause both nanoswarms to be popped, and then the 0 point to shut down the blade storm as well. Team Secret, they think they have a timing here, but it's only Jeremy in the site for now. They're funneling through. Uran comes up with a stinger, but it's just too long range. Step, can he get more than one? No. He will have to stop. 2v3, he gets the jump and the headshot onto Jesse Vash. Now, Blade Storm avoids the 0 point as well. He just wants to find a timing on the stick, but he won't get it. Now split positions. It's going to be NDG going crossfire setup from Team Secret. I mean, this is all up to Depp. He has to fly high and find a kill. The fragment onto below on Hell, but he's not on that side. They're going to have to dash in. Depp trying to create a wider angle. Time ticking down. He just does not find a peak. Team Secret is just so patient on this hold. They find one position. He needs to find whichever kill he can first, and NDG is just not letting go of it. The Vandal pickup, though, not something Secret expected. Time, he doesn't have it. He's just waiting for the last kill, and NDG will not give him that joy.
clean here.
Oh, and Secret are just using Zeta's habits against them. They know that Zeta now has to play with a little less confidence, and they will just wait for the 5-man push into B, and it's going to be that null command coming out as well. Already onto the site, Jeremy finds Zero run from behind. He's waiting for the up-peak depth. Gets one, he's held these positions before. Backup has arrived, can he get a second? He's holding on to Boathouse, but he's starting to get surrounded. The jump peek, the shorty, it's not enough to clean it up. And it comes down to Laz once again. Just how many times can the IGL of Zeta Division handle this pressure? Trying to keep the Japanese squad alive, you have to imagine this one's nigh impossible once again. Sakura Vandal in hand, but it's not going to save them this time as Team Secret will rise to maybe not always with a kill, but they have pushed him away from it. Now Fragment onto the site at the ready. It's going to be a perfect set execute coming in, Jeremy. They hear the Outlaw once, and there's Huntress Furious just trying to clear things out. Uran will get that kill for himself, trying to keep them at bay, but the forces have still come through. And now Sight taking over, 2v4. Huntress Fury still alive for Jesse Vash, mind you. Team Secret will play this patiently, a little bit lax on that door closing, but still numbers advantage, and the post plant available for the Team Secret squad. Door broken, and NDG so snappy with it, and Jesse Vash will get the last headshot. A 2-0.